Our marriage counselor, Dr. Brennan, told my parents to date other people and spent sessions venting about her own divorce. Can you imagine being a kid, watching your parents' marriage crumble, and then realizing the therapist they hired to fix? It was actually tearing them apart piece by agonizing piece. What I didn't know then was that exposing her wouldn't just save my family. It would unleash a vindictive monster who tried to destroy my life in return. It all started with Dr. Brennan. I still remember our first family session. She showed up looking like she'd rolled out of bed, wrinkled clothes, reeking of stale cigarettes, and then she spent half the appointment scrolling through her phone, while my parents, desperate and heartbroken, poured their souls out. Her first piece of advice? My mom and dad should take a break from each other to find themselves. Seriously? Even at 13, I knew that was catastrophic advice for a couple trying to save their marriage. But that was just the beginning of the nightmare. Things went downhill, and fast. In our second session, Dr. Brennan actually suggested my parents start dating other people to appreciate what they had. I mean, are you kidding me? My dad looked like he was seconds away from walking out, and Mom just started to cry. Dr. Brennan simply shrugged, her face completely blank, and said, "Sometimes jealousy reignites passion." It was unbelievable. As soon as we left, I heard Dad tell Mom he wanted to quit, but she, bless her heart, insisted they needed professional help. That afternoon, I went straight to the library and checked out every single relationship psychology book I could carry. I knew with a chilling certainty that someone had to step in. The next appointment? It reached new heights of utter incompetence. Dr. Brennan spent a solid 20 minutes talking about her own messy divorce instead of focusing on my parents. She actually had the audacity to say, "Marriage is outdated anyway. Most couples are happier apart." My mom and dad just sat there looking completely defeated, like all hope was draining out of them. She went on, detailing her ex-husband's flaws in excruciating, unnecessary detail, then turned to my mother and asked, "Don't you just hate how men leave their socks everywhere?" When Dad, surprisingly calm, pointed out how unprofessional this was, she accused him of being defensive. That night, I found them arguing in the kitchen, debating whether therapy was somehow making everything worse. My gut screamed that I had to intervene. So I did what any desperate, overachieving 13-year-old would do. I became a stealthy strategic librarian. I started leaving books around the house. The 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work, on I Meow, Dad's nightstand, Hold Me Tight on Mom's desk, Crucial Conversations in the bathroom. I'd highlight relevant passages with little sticky notes. Neither of them knew it was me. They thought the other person was making an effort, which, ironically, actually helped. Mom would mention something from Dad's book at full story video added in below.